Hi, my name is Abby Minton, and I am 20 years old, currently going to Drake University. I was first diagnosed with diabetes when I was just 6 years old, and my parents were worried about how seriously I would take care of myself with how young I was, and especially with how active I was as a child. My mom first found the Cosmopolitan Club not too long after I was diagnosed through mutual friends, and the club was a huge help in everything, not just diabetic related things. But one thing that I really like about it is that it links people from the area that have the disease or at least have a connection to it. Not long after we joined the club, my mom and I were making friends and relating to people like we never really have before. Everyone in the club was super inviting and had a lot of information to share, not just about diabetic related things, but fundraisers and stuff that were going on. One of the biggest goals every year was to raise as much money as we could in order to send as many kids as we could to camp. The club is involved with a lot of different fundraisers, so that's one cool part about it is you can get involved in different ways. So for Diabetic Camp, the one that we go to is Camp Rico Hollow, and it is often referred to as the closest place to heaven on earth, and I love that because I totally agree with this statement. It's my home away from home, and most importantly, a place where I don't feel so alone. During mealtime, everyone's testing their blood sugar or counting carbs, and every once in a while when you're out doing an activity, a kid has to stop because he or she is low, but everybody gets it because everybody knows how it feels to go through that, so that's really cool. Not only does Camp Rico Hollow teach you a lot about diabetes, but it also just lets you be a kid. Camp is a place where you're supposed to ride horses and do all these activities that normal kids to get to do, but this time you get to do it with your best friends who have the same disease as you. Camp Rico Hollow also rewards kids for trying new things, so they get certificates for changing their pump sites all by themselves, or pricking themselves for the first time, or giving them their own shot. I've gained so many friendships through camp that have been long lasting. For example, one of my best friends I met through Camp Rico Hollow in one of my first years, and we were always looking forward to summer because we were excited to be around each other again and get to go to camp. We requested to be in the same cabin and all of that. And as a camper, you look up to your counselors. They're with you 24/7 to make sure that you're taking care of yourself through all the activity and that you're doing well. This is also a good thing because you can ask them questions and make a new friendship with them as well. They are older and most likely to have lived with it longer than you have. So it's a good way to ask questions about when you're older and stuff like that, or what to do in certain situations, or even if they like the pump that they're on to see if you should switch. I love being a camper for 11 years, but now I am blessed to be a counselor, so that's always really cool. It's truly a joy watching the kids grow as people as they navigate through the world as not only a diabetic but just a kid as well, making friends and all of that. You're there cheering them on as they experience new diabetic successes and are there to pick them up when they're feeling down. Camp Rico Hollow reminds me of who I want to be and reminds me that I'm not alone. It was always a really fun experience to go to the meetings right after the kids got back from camp. Everybody gets to share their favorite experiences or something that maybe that they've tried the first time that year. That has always been one of my favorite parts because the club members got to ask questions and were really interested and excited for us no matter what we did. I will be forever grateful for the Cosmopolitan Club for all that they have done for me and for other kids and letting us experience the closest place to heaven on earth. It not only helps us learn more about ourselves, but also our diabetes. But also it helps us realize that we're not alone with this disease. So thank you so much.